So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have appeared in a live video, apparently from their California home, as part of the Time 100, which is a list compiled by the magazine to celebrate the world's most influential people. And the video has received quite a lot of backlash because there are whispers that maybe, just maybe, it makes clear that the couple want Joe Biden to become the next president of the United States of America. Now, does it explicitly say that? No, but it was blatantly implicit that it might as well have been explicit. In the video, the Duchess didn't explain why it was the most important election of our lifetime. But let's not forget that Meghan Markle, as a US citizen and well-known Trump disliker, has called the President of the United States divisive and even a misogynist in the past. Her public views mean she'll be completely understood in what she means when she says that in this video. She also said that she was so excited to see Kamala Harris selected as the Democrats' running mate.
A better global community for all of us, and we thank you and celebrate you tonight.
You're playing a critical role for our future and that of our children. Seeing our world through the lens of community is so important because we need to redraw the lines of how we engage with each other.
When the bad outweighs the good, for many, whether we realize it or not, it erodes our ability to have compassion and our ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. Because
where do they get off with this? Are they saying that the American public aren't compassionate? Are they saying that the American electorate aren't compassionate and that without their expertise and knowledge in the area, they wouldn't have dared thought, oh, well, maybe I should be a bit more compassionate and that should reflect my vote at the ballot box? What? It starts to get into the realm of them dictating what the American public are and aren't.
In recognition of their growing global influence, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were named to the Time 100.
Thank you.
So you listen to that, right? That introduction at the start. If it wasn't for their titles, they wouldn't have this honour from Time magazine. And if Meghan was just another mediocre actress in Hollywood, Time magazine wouldn't have placed her on this list. Prince Harry certainly wouldn't have got a look in.
Because when one person buys into negativity online, the effects are felt exponentially. It's time to not only reflect...
Why is Prince Harry the judge about what isn't and
isn't
acceptable online?
National Voter Registration Day. Every 4 years, we are told the same thing, that this is the most important election of our lifetime.
Of course, there's Meghan in a headscarf there, of course. Naturally, she's got to make sure she burnishes her woke credentials. Now, you might be wondering why it even matters, right? Who cares that these privileged prats from the luxury home in California, reportedly, think about American politics? They've left the UK behind. Let's not pay them any more attention. They can get on with it. But the likely reason that the couple haven't gone further and been more explicit is that they likely don't want to add any further campaign and fuel to the fire that the royal family should strip them of their ultimate cash cow and status symbol, their royal titles, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In being seen to enter the political arena, they're clearly breaking a well-known convention that dictates that royals should steer well clear of politics. But they haven't renounced their titles. Their politics is now known, and I'm afraid you absolutely cannot have your royal cake and eat it. Sure, we can trust our American cousins to accept Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's meddling in their election with about as much fortitude as we accepted President Obama's back of the queue warning during our EU referendum. But telling people to vote when your wife has made it clear where you both stand is putting a toe over the line that the royals simply cannot cross. It's that one rule that everyone knows applies to the royal family and to those in the royal household. Even the minor royals that we know nothing about don't wax lyrical about politics. And as soon as you start gobbing off about your own political opinions, it destroys and ebbs away at that magic of monarchy and being above politics. It cheapens the brand. And it reveals to all of us that the royals are just like the rest of us. And we don't like that. We quite like the monarchy, and we certainly don't want their views to ruin it for her. The problem with Meghan and Harry, even if you agree with them, is that they didn't really quite like the royal family, and they found some bits a bit boring, but they want to keep on and hold on to the bits that give them access to the likes of the Obamas, that give them access to lucrative Netflix deals like the one they've just signed. You know, their duties of gatherings in rainy old Blighty clearly didn't appeal to them, despite the fact we'd paid to do up their UK home that was British taxpayer cash. It wasn't enough for them, and they fled to Hollywood to get more of the action. And the fact of the matter is, if they want to keep their royal titles with Prince Harry still in the line, were something completely and utterly horrendous, and God forbid that never happens, but were something disastrous to happen, he'd become the UK's head of state. You know, he's in the line of succession. And can you imagine what a constitutional disaster that would be? The monarchy likely wouldn't survive it. And on their own website, the Sussexes make clear that as they move to become members of the royal family with financial independence, their commitment to the monarch is resolute, they said, resolute. And they aim to continue to fly the flag for Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II as called upon. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't have your royal cake and eat it. It's quite clear now that Buckingham Palace, if they want to protect that magic and integrity of the monarchy, have to strip this meddling pair of their royal titles and privileges. I'm Darren Grimes for Reasoned UK.